Want to welcome everyone to this session tonight. Has been our day today. Today is a long-awaited session, and we are going to start right away because we have a lot of things to cover today. We are going to record the session uh, so that we can go over it again. Welcome to the free masterclass of the ICSS participants of the Spire Scale Start module. We welcome all of you. We have other people that will be joining us tonight on this call. All our guests, you are all welcome. And tonight is going to be a wonderful night. So if you can hear me clearly, if you can see my slide, just type in the meeting chat that you can hear me and you can see my slide. You can hear me and you can see my slide. Just type, I can hear and I can see your slide. So let's do that quickly. If you can hear me and you can see my slide, just type, I can hear and I can see my slide. I can hear, but your voice is muffled and fluctuating. Okay. Anybody experiencing that as well? Anybody experiencing that? Can you hear me clearly? Can hear and see. Okay, Afolabi, you can hear and you can see. Okay, great. Can we have feedback? Can you hear me clearly? Is it loud and clear, or are there any network issues? The voice is clear, or do you hear me? Okay, the voice is clear. Great. Yes, we can hear you, sir. Ishola Lola. Okay, so if you can't hear me correctly, maybe you log out and come in again. That will be clear. We want to welcome everybody tonight for this session on the winning grant for your business in 2026. Today, we are going to cover the topic, how to identify and apply for the right grants, secrets of winning a proposal writing, mistakes that make business lose funding, and how to position your business for investors and donors. So we are going to do a lot of this today, and we are going to have an interactive section. So I will start now. At some point, we'll take like a commercial break where our manager will address the ICSS alumni regarding the upcoming event that is coming up on the 21st of November. So once we get to that time, I will let our manager know on time. So because we have a lot to do tonight, we'll just go straight into it. So I want to take a statistics. If you have won grant before, type 1. If you have not won any of the grant before, type 2. So let's go. If you have won any form of grant before, any form of support, type 1. If you are new to this and you want to learn more, you are new, type 2. Let's go. All right, so we have 1, then we have a lot of 2s. We have 1. Let's just keep dropping it. If you have won grant before, type 1. If you have not, type 2. Okay, so we have a lot of 2. So I hope by 2026, all of us will be able to say, this is another grant I'm winning, or this is my first grant, my first opportunity. So let's proceed. So this webinar today is targeted to the ICSS Alumni Masterclass, and a lot of them are here today. So we are going to interact at that level as we make progress. So the topic is winning grant for your business in 2026. So I have this to as a teaser for us solve this puzzle. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for this blue area, what is the answer there? If you know the answer, put it in the comment chat. Is a puzzle. So most likely it's not a straightforward answer. So if you know the answer, put it in the meeting chat. If you know the answer, okay, someone say 8. Okay, thank you. Somebody say 6. Okay. If you know it, drop your answer. Drop your answer, drop your answer, drop your answer. Okay, 6. Like I said, it's not a straightforward answer. So, and then, so I want you to think outside the box. Think outside the box. This system, what does it represent? Okay, somebody says 7. Okay, somebody say R. Let's draw more answers, more answers, more answers. So we have a lot of, I think we have a lot of 6. And so let's look at the answer. Okay, so the answer is Dr. Adeogun is the winner of this. So this is a gear system. So we have gear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the last one is reverse. So this is the old gear system for people driving automatic. You might not be able to understand this directly like that, but this is a gear system. So let's move on. So today, if you are meeting me for the first time, which I doubt, because the community, they're already familiar with who I am. So I'm a renowned business consultant, international trainer, Africa's leading business development expert. My organization has won different grants. I just listed few here. And donor-funded project ready from Ogun State Skill Fund, Inspire, Create, Start and Scale, which is the ICSS program where we have the bulk of the community here. Also, I've won the Tony Elumelu Foundation grants, the Facebook grants, the Nigeria government COVID-19 grants, BET Diamond Bank grant, and also Cocoon Accelerator program, and many more, just to list a few. I've also consulted as a trainer, facilitator, coach, curriculum developer, master trainer for multinational organization ranging from GIZ, BDO, Economic Sense, GOPA, TAFTA, Echo Consults. GOPA, Echo Consults, and GIZ, they are from Germany. Economic Sense from South Africa. BDO, they are in Nigeria and also across the world. I also hold a Doctor of Business Administration from UNICAF University. So that's just a few information about me. Now let's look at understanding grants and funding opportunities. So what are grants? Grants are non-repayable funding. They can be in cash or in kind support. They are awarded to individual or businesses by government, institution, private donors, and international organizations for innovative or charitable projects. So when you hear grants, all of them is not all about cash. I remember the Diamond Bet um, 5, that was the one that I was selected for, was a training program at Lagos Business School. The worth of that uh, in-kind grants at that time is ₦1 million. I'm talking about 2015. And that was my first major exposure to that level of opportunity. So inside the top 50 that was selected, only 5 of us received grants out of top 50. So top 50 received in-kind support, which is the training. Today, if you want to go for that training in Lagos Business School, it's close to ₦3 million. And since that time, I've been applying for one form of grants or the other, and I've been selected. So types of business grants, we have the government grants. I remember the UWIN grants in 2010 thereabouts, and that was the major from 2010 to 2015, to 2025 rather. If you look at that gap, that means I've been in this grant writing business for 15 years with a lot of success stories. We've worked with a lot of people that their businesses, their lives have transformed by winning grants. So in that 2010, there was the UN program then, and that was our launching out. At that level, we have close to all the people that we worked with directly and indirectly. We have close to 40 people that received up to 40,000 US dollar at that time. And this is a government grant. So we have international donor grants, we have the NGO grants, we have the which is the non-for-profit grant, we have the gender-based grant, which is women-focused. We have youth empowerment grants. There are some other sector-specific grants like agri, tech, manufacturing, creatives, green energy. We also have research and innovation grants for people in the research. For example, some of our lecturers in university, they used to win research grants. We also have the startup acceleration grants, like the one that I won this year is the Cocoon Accelerator Program. Now they are not giving us cash, but they are giving us something that is in kind. But when you value that thing, it runs into millions. So when you see opportunities like that, don't always think that it must, at the end of the day, it must sum up to cash. So it can be in kind support. They can give you something like a connection, information that can transform your business. So why grants matters in 2026? If you look at the world generally, especially Nigeria, you will see that there is a lot of support that is piling up for SME and MSME. This government started, they tried to do some things for SME, but we've not seen the effect. And you know that we are moving towards election very, very soon. So definitely the government want to do something that will have massive impact so that people will say the government is working. So business owners must position for all these opportunities. There are some opportunities that will come out for the first time in 2026, and your business must be positioned for it. The one that I won this year, which is the Cocoon Accelerator Program, that's the first time they are going to do it. So we have to position, we have to prepare ourselves, and that's the reason why we're having this program today. So we have the Y grant, ease of access to capital without repayments. When you have access to this capital, you don't have to pay again. That's one of the benefits of grants. It helps business scale without debt burden or giving up equity or ownership. When you receive grants, you don't lose the ownership of your business. Uh, Most of the grants, they are free money for your business or for the projects that you want to do. So we also have funders are prioritizing innovation, youth empowerment, sustainability, women-led initiative. And these are things that we should expect in 2026. Now, I want to quickly run us through the different funding stage definitions. So if you are going to be assessing what we call institutional funding, so when we talk about funding, we have the grants, we have the investment. Some of us will be having investment. You will hear people talk about, I'm looking for investor that will invest in my business. So there are different levels of those things that we need to be familiar with. You need to be familiar with these terminologies so that you can ask yourself, what stage am I right now? So we have the pre-seed stage, seed stage, Series F stage, Series B stage, growth and expansion stage, and the late stage of pre-IPO. So let's break it down. Pre-seed stage. If you are at this stage, the earliest funding, this is the earliest funding stage, often before a product is fully built. This stage, it might be at the idea development stage. You are still forming your team, early research, MVP creation. MVP is minimum viable product. So you are still trying to test run your idea. Now, people that can fund you at this stage, they are you yourself, the funder. You want to invest your money into the business. Your family and friends, they can support you at this stage. Angel investor can come in, pre-seed funders can also come in. So at this stage, you can access between 10,000 US dollar to 250,000 US dollar. So depending on what you are trying to put together. You know, there are some businesses that they are trying to build a mobile app, and without that mobile app, the business cannot function. So somebody has to put money down for that thing to fall. So at that level, you can raise money. Now we have the seed stage. This seed stage is where the initial capital to validate the business model and gain early traction. This seed stage, you can use the money for product development, early customer acquisition, market testing, and also people that can support you at this stage are angel investors, seed funders, early stage VCs, venture capitalists, and accelerator programs. Here, you can also have an higher version between $250K to 2 million US dollar. Now, sometimes this seed stage, somebody can give you seed stage of 5,000 US dollar. And that is what Tony Elumelu is doing in their program. They give you seed funding of 5,000 US dollar. So I've received that money before, and what I pitched to them was a new idea of having a business hub that is powering this program today. So seed stage, there are people that want to fund you at that level. Now, the next one is Series A stage. They also call it Series A funding. At this stage, you are looking for growth capital to scale operation, to expand the team, and optimize the product. Typically, activity include revenue generation, user growth, profit, market fit, product market fit, team expansion, and also the people that can support you at this stage, venture capital firms and strategic investor. You can receive up to 2 million US dollar to 15 million US dollar. Now, as you begin to move up, the money you can access will also continue to move up. So Series B stage here is for capital to expand into new market and scale infrastructure. At this level, you are looking at regional or global expansion. You are looking at talent acquisition, process optimization. At this stage, we have some investors, they are interested in this stage. If you want to collect their money, people must have given you money before. Are you getting it now? So at this level, you can receive between 10 million US dollar to 50 million plus US dollar. So we have the growth and expansion stage. At this stage, we have funding for accelerated growth and dominate market share. This typical activity around this stage is merger and acquisition, major marketing, tech upgrades, international expansion. So we have the growth equity firm and other ones that are interested in this stage. Yeah, this stage you can access up to 100 million US dollar. Now, the last one, which is the late stage pre-IPO. IPO is when you go public and you open your business to everybody to come, and you now start selling shares for people to come into your business. So at this pre-IPO, capital raised before going public or pursuing acquisition. Typical activity include finance, scale-up and compliance, pre-IPO positioning, and we have people that are interested in this stage, private equity firms, and institutional investors, and sovereign wealth fund. To this stage, they can give you up to 500 million US dollar. Now, when you are thinking about building your business, you want to ask yourself, to what end? Am I building something that can get to this stage? Because at different stages of your business, you will need funding. For example, imagine you own an hospital and it's only one location, and you have a very unique way of running hospital, and you want to have like 50 branches across the world. You might not be able to raise all the money to do it yourself. So you need people that will partner with you. And this is where all these investment and funding comes in. So I will talk about this. I just want to show us a sample of some of the applications that are up there. This particular one can give you 30,000 euros. And then from here, you can see the eligibility criteria from entrepreneurs in Lagos. So here now, your business has to be in Lagos. Then between 18 and 35. So some people will say, I'm more than 35 years old. Do I have hope? Yes, you have hope. It's not all of them that is 18 to 35 years. Okay, business with innovative, sustainable solutions in circular economy, agriculture, earth, renewable energy, tech, and water solutions. So this is a typical example of call for application in the grant sector. So this one we close by 7th of December 2025. And we really want some of our people to apply for this. So how do we do that? We'll get there very soon. So before I move on, I want to invite our manager, Mr. Peter, to brief us on the upcoming events and encourage those people that have not registered to register before I continue the conversation today. Mr. Peter, you have the floor. Tell us what is happening on the 21st of November.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Good evening, everyone. It's an honor to be in our midst tonight. I must acknowledge every one of us for coming out tonight. So, as regarding the program that is coming up on the 21st, come 21st of this month, which is next week Friday, we'll be having an entrepreneurship conference, right? So, the essence of that conference is to bring business owners in this environment together, Magboro and its environs, come together and learn how to scale your business from where you are. Either it's just an idea you want to turn into a profitable business operation, or you're already doing something. We're looking at how to scale it. We're bringing people like you who are also doing business in the environment so that we can brainstorm together and see how that grows. Now, beyond that, also one of the ways to scale up is visibility, and that's why there's also an exhibition in that event. So there's an opportunity for you to come to showcase what you have. You can't say you have the best product and just you and your family only knows about it. So there will be an exhibition where you get to display your product, and everyone in the environment will get to see it, will get to have a feel of it, will get to patronize you, and get to know that this actually exists in this environment. There are a lot of people who are doing amazing things, but there are few people who know about them. So this is an opportunity to showcase what you have to everyone in the locality, right? And that is the way to go. So I want us to come together to see that this is a success. And aside that, for those who also would like to have their banners and their pictures or their logos on the banner for the day, that option is also available. It's just 1,000 naira. And for those who would like to exhibit at the event, it's just 10,000 naira to get a spot where you can exhibit for the day. Also, the training is free for everyone who would like to come, who has not been a student of ICSS. Although for members of ICSS, for those that are on this call, there's a little token of 2,000 because it is their event, right? So they are owning it. It makes them to be a one of the convener of the event. And aside that, also, it gives them the opportunity to join the alumni platform, where we continue to share opportunities like this to members on that platform who are paid alumni members of the school. So, but that's that for those that in that category. But generally, if you're on this call, you don't belong to that category, it is free to enter. So let's come prepared. 21st of this month. So because originally the deadline for that payment for exhibition has closed, it has closed officially this today Friday. But then because we're having this program, we are still opening it for, I think, in the next 2 days. You can still come with your payment from now till Monday, so that we can take you on board if you still want to exhibit. And for those that want to join the program, we look forward to having you. So that's that briefly about the program. If you need further information, please feel free to reach out to us. We will give you as much information as you need. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Peter. That's Mr. Peter, the manager of Diadetwe Business Hub. Thank you for that information. So let's get uh, to the core of it today. How to identify and apply for the right grants. Okay, it's not all the grants that is for us, because we can't do all the manner of business that exists. So there are places to find grants information. A lot of people, their business is ready. The only thing is that they don't get to have the information. They don't know where to get grant information. They don't know how to go about it. So where to find grants? Now, the first point of call is the government agencies. These government agencies, they always have one opportunity or the other. And for us to have their information, you need to visit their websites, follow them on social media, and then if they have like a mailing list, join their their email list, so that anytime they have an opportunity, you can be among those first set of people to hear about it. So BOI, we know they give out loans, but at some point in time, they announce some special offer, special information, special opportunity. They will release some links. They will say it's only women they are arranging this for. There are so many opportunities in their own space. We also have the SMEDAN, and for SMEDAN, they have training opportunities. You see, when you look at some of these programs, there are some that they might just say register for training. They might not announce any form of grants initially. So it is when you join the training and you are done with the training that they will now tell you that, okay, they want to support 3 people, 5 people, 10 people. Are we getting it now? So sometimes it might not be straightforward like that, that there is grant opportunity. It might be training opportunity. So any initiative that aligns with your company's vision and mission and values, then you want to position yourself. We also have international bodies, UNDP, USAID, GIZ, EU, Mastercard Foundation. You see all these organizations, go and Google them. Look at the kind of opportunity they have given out in the past. Look at the one they will do in 2026 and position your business for it. That's how to do it. Don't worry, we are going to release this slide for our participants and especially for people in the ICSS alumni community. When I say alumni community now, those people that have paid and they are coming for that program on the 21st of November. They are the one that we have access to this slide. That's part of the benefit of registering and paying to join the alumni platform, so that you can take time, pick all these organizations, Google them, follow them on social media, especially the one that is in your lane. So for example, if you are into food business, there are grants in that sector. So once you discover those grants, follow the organization that are giving those grants and position for when they will release call for application. We have corporate CSR programs. For example, MTN, they have corporate programs. They have partnership department. If you have ideas, projects that you think they can benefit from, just send them a mail to their partnership department. If they like what you put together, they will reach out to you. We have Access Bank, Tunde Elumelu Foundation. These are organizations that are into CSR programs. We also have the Global Grants Directories. So these Global Grant Directories, they are organizations that deliberately put it upon themselves to create grant information and opportunity. And they post almost every day. So we have Grant Station, we have Opportunity Desk, we have funds for ND, NGO, and many more of them. So I'll try and see if we can share some of these websites before we close today, so that you see practically how to search for these opportunities. Like I said, in 2026, there are new opportunities that will come out. Will your business be positioned for it? We also have the state level programs. If you are in Lagos State, we have the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. When they are doing training, apply, go there. They have some insider information that can help you. Kwara SME Fund is also another one. We also have the incubator and accelerator programs like Orange Corner, Startup Nigeria, Seed Starters. These are opportunities. Now, determine the right grants for you. So this is my picture in 2015 when I won the Tony Elumelu grant. So they used to invite us for 1,000 people every year then. They used to bring all of us to an event, and that was where I took this picture. So now, does this grant fund in my sector? So if you are not in the agri space and they are looking for people that have innovation in the agri sector, and you are into maybe you are into fashion designing, or you are into tech enabled businesses and things like that, and this one is for agri, don't apply, because if you apply, and they see that you are not in the agri sector, they will not pick you. So do I meet the eligibility criteria? Age is one of it. If you know that your age is about 35, just leave it, look for another one. And that's the reason why we need to encourage our young people. If you know anybody that is 18 years old, encourage them or encourage their parents to register a business for them, because the opportunities available are a lot of it are targeting the age range 18 to 35. Can I provide the required documents? There are some documents that we ask you, like CAC, for example. If you don't have it and you apply, that might be the reason why they are not picking you. Do I have the capacity to implement the project? Can I write or get help with a compelling proposal? Now, you see, when you are putting your proposal together, I always encourage people, don't, when you finish writing it, except you are an extreme expert, let one or two people help you to check what you are putting together. So we offer that as a service in our organization. We help people to write, and we also help people to review what they have written, because it's always good to have additional eye to vet your work before submitting. So understanding the eligibility. Now there's something we call due diligence. This due diligence is a stage in the application process where they will ask you to upload some documents. For example, valid business registration, evidence of business operation. Evidence of business operation could be something as simple as your if you have products, for example, maybe you are doing exhibition somewhere and you snap picture, you can provide it as evidence. Your physical office, where or your production center, your factory, you can snap and present. Evidence of business operation could be something as your bank statement, your bank account, and this bank account is not your personal account, it's your corporate account. So you can present that. Evidence of business operation. It could be your CAC documents, your tax ID, your SCUMO. This can be evidence. Evidence of business operation. Success story of your beneficiary. So we apply for a particular opportunity. We are still in the process. They asked us to go and bring videos of people that have won grants through our organization. So we have to start reaching out to people, do us 2-minute video, 1-minute video that we submitted. They are asking us that, okay, we know that you help people to write business plan, you do coaching for people. We will need evidence. So we have to call them, get us a video. So it could be a physical video of testimonial of people that are using your products. Financial statement, this is very important. Then previous project experience. Sometimes they will ask you, have you done something like this before? So if you are looking for donor-funded projects, they always want to work with people that have handled one form of donor-funded project before. So I remembered when they came for due diligence for us for the ICSS program that we just finished. They asked us, have we worked on any donor-funded project before? And luckily for us, we're about to finish a program that is a donor-funded sponsor project. And they were able to see the program in action. So they were able to ask questions around M&E and things like that. So these are very important when you are applying for grants. So when they ask you all this and you don't have, they will not pick you. So these are ways to position yourself for some of these opportunity. Now, preparing before applying, you need to prepare. Have a clear business model. If it's a new idea, how will the business make money? If it's an existing business, The way you are making money is seem very clear. Can you explain it clearly? Is it straightforward? Or is something that we have to attach to something that by the time you are talking about it is not clear? Prepare a company profile so they can ask you to submit your company profile. Now, even if you are a new business that you just registered last month, please prepare a company profile for your business. They will ask you to prepare maybe 6 to 12-month bank statement. Of course, if you are not already existing, you might not be able to submit this. So some can ask you to send in your 1 to 3 year financial plan. If you have a business plan, then this financial plan comes along with it. And as you know, that in our organization, we help people to craft winning business plans. And these are some of the documents that we help you. Don't worry, at the end of this presentation, I've done like a checklist of all the things you need to prepare before you start applying for this opportunity. We also have the build traction and evidence of impact. Traction means that go and start that business. Go and start. Let's have evidence that the business is let's say you want to reach out to 100 people, but your money can only reach out to 2 people. Go and implement that. Once you implement that, then you have evidence to say, I've worked with 2 people. I want to work with 100 people. Can you help me? Can you partner with me? They will now ask you, what is the impact of the 2 people that you have worked with? And you begin to show evidence. All these things, winning grants is all about evidence. Okay? Now, the secrets of writing a winning proposal. This place is very important. It's something that you have to keep practicing over time. And if you get it very well and you are focused, then you will win grants. I tell people, any business you want to start, in the next 10 years, if I knock your door, will you still be doing that business? Now, I'm presenting to you today, and I told you that this thing started in 2010, and this is 2025. That's 15 years ago. So when I'm presenting my proposal to a maybe donor-funded project or a potential investor, and I'm telling the person I've been doing this thing for the past 15 years, they want to listen to me. There is this thing about consistency that makes what you are doing solid. So any business you are starting now, don't go and end it by the middle of 2026. You say, business is not moving. You are in the agri space. Business is not moving. You shut it down. You now start fashion business. After doing fashion business for 2 years, it's not moving. You shut it down. You now look for another business. Let me go into renewable energy. You start pushing renewable energy for another 4 years, you shut it down. You cannot win grant like that. You need to be consistent and keep building one layer upon another. So the first point I want to share here is understand the funder's vision. Every grant that you see outside there, they have a reason why they want to put that money out. So for example, Tony Elumelu believes in luck, believes that we must empower Africa. There is a philosophy called Afri-capitalism. That means we in Africa, we are the one that will empower ourselves and we are the one that will save ourselves. So he believes in that, and his organization or his family, they put a fund together to support entrepreneur with 5,000 US dollar. When the project started, the 5,000 US dollar that time was 800,000. The next year, it was 1.5 million. The following year, it was close to 3 million. Do you know that today now, That $5,000 is close to 8 million naira now. People that are winning that Tony Elumelu grant, they are receiving close to 8 million naira. But you know that the value of money nowadays has really dropped. But it's still the same $5,000. So, so I want to share some secrets here. Number one, look for past winners. Anybody that have won grants before, anybody in your feed that have won any form of grant before, go and study them. In fact, if you can reach out to them for them to mentor you, let it be so. You know the reason when you, so one of the things I used to do that time is to look for people in my feed and study their profile. What kind of grant have these people received? How did they position? What kind of idea did they pitch? Can I pitch for same idea or for similar idea? If it's a donor-funded project, sometimes you might need to network. The two donor-funded project that we did at the beginning of this year, it was through networking. That was how we got the application information. Some of these things, you might not find it online like that. In fact, there is something that I applied for 2 days ago. They need consultant that will review a particular curriculum in the agri space. It's a network that sent it to me. You can't find that thing on the social media space. And if you will find it, it will be one of the networks within that space that put it there. So you need to network with people. In your feed, network. Because writing good proposal alone is not enough. You need to network to say that, do you know that in some organizations now, they are looking for people that will write proposal for they have money, so they want to do CSR. They are just looking for somebody that will just submit something that makes sense, and they will release the money, but you don't have the information. So let's network, look for past winners, study their evaluation criteria, look at the funding priorities. For example, Tony Elumelu wants people to employ people. So when you are applying and they're asking you, how many people are you going to employ? You put 2. You and your wife, finish. They're not going to give you that money. You need to show how the money is going to help to expand job creation. That's one of their priority. So, and the funniest thing, they will tell you their priorities in the call for application. In fact, they will tell you what they are going to mark. So all these things, they are straightforward and they are things that we should know. Structure of a winning proposal. So for donor-funded projects, you need to write your proposal in this format. There are some that they will tell you the format they want you to write. So there are some, their own is in form of question and answer. They will ask you a question. Tell us your idea in 50 words. Tell us the problem. Tell us the solution in 50 words. Wow us with your idea in 100 words. They will tell you questions like, how is your business unique? Say it in 50 words. So these are different options of it, but for standard proposal writing, the executive summary, which you write last, you tell us about the problem, the solution, the target market, the project's goals and objective, the implementation plan. This is very important. The budget and the financial plan, the impact statement, sustainability plan. This one is very important. After they've given you money to train people, to train 100 people, they've given you the money you've implemented. How will you sustain it? In such a way that in the following year, you can still train 50. You might not train up to 100, but at least you can still train 20, train 50, and like that. So you must think beyond the money as well. Monitoring and evaluation strategy, very important. Team and organization capacity. You need to demonstrate that you have good team, and you need to show the CVs of your team members, their degrees, if they've got any degree that is relevant or any certification that is relevant, you must show that capacity. Then conclusion and call for consideration. You tell them the reason why your organization is very unique implementing those projects. Now, key element funder look for clarity. They want you to be clear about what you are telling them. They want something that is visible, business that is visible. They want something that is sustainable beyond the money. They want impact, job created, community benefit. They want you to have measurable outcomes. Measurable outcome means that at the end of the training, what are we going to measure? Okay, number of people you have trained. So for example, let me use training as an example. Number of people you have trained. Are they going to, for example, in ICSS, we measure how many of them have CAC registration before training and after training. We measure the success stories. We measure a lot of things. And so your project, you have to look for what to measure. Smart budgeting, this is very important as well. They want to know the person that is giving more value for their money. So let's say they want to give people 5,000 US dollars, and they want you to implement a training. You are now saying that you will use your $5,000 to train 100 people. Another guy came and say he's going to train 700 people with the same $5,000. SARS and MAS, they will pay attention to the person that want to train more people with their money, because they divide it. They divide number of impact divided by the budget to know how much per one person, how much they are spending per one person you are impacting. So this is very important. It has to be realistic. Don't go and shoot yourself on the leg. Don't say if you under budget, you will suffer it when you are implementing. So just do something realistic and that is smart. Now, mistake that make businesses lose funding. So there are some mistakes. Number one, poorly written proposals. Like I said, in 2026, if you can't pay us to look at your proposal before you submit, I mean, we are even assuming you are going to write it on your own. But if you can't pay us to check it for you before you submit, then look for somebody that can check it for you for free. Don't just carry the thing and go and throw it for funders like that. Let other people help you to check it before you submit. And if you have a good money that you can use to pay professionals to check it, then you knock our door. We'll be gladly to either help you to write it or help you to review what you have written. Now, lack of clear problem definition. This is very important. Now, grants training is a lot. So it's not everything I can tell you on this call. All right. And of course, I didn't learn everything in one day. One of my mentor in this space, his name is Many Blessing. I used to recommend this book. I'm still going to recommend it at the end of this program. I've paid him money to train me. The first encounter I had with him, I was selected as top 12 trainers in Nigeria to participate in a training program in 2016 or 2017. They invited the people that used to conduct Mandela Washington Fellowship in Dartmouth College in US. They invited them to Nigeria to come and train, do a train the trainer program for about 12 of us. So we are in Sapele for 12, for 2 weeks. And that was how I met Many Blessing. You know, when I saw what he was teaching us, I was like, this is the missing thing all this while. And since that time, anything I apply for like this, they must pick me. Because once I look at the application, I will know if I'm the one they are looking for or not. So lack of clear problem definition, budget, inflation, or realistic spending, copy and paste applications. You know, some people will just do copy and paste. Missing deadlines. Some people, they miss deadlines. Even I've fallen victim of that before. I've missed some deadlines, especially in the last 3 months when I was preparing for my doctorate defense. There were a lot of applications that I couldn't meet up because I have to focus. I have to do defense. And you know the way defense is. You have to read your thesis from cover to cover, know everything inside it. They can ask questions from anywhere. So I have to focus on that. So there are some applications that I have to do before you can get to the final stage. You have to go through like 1 week training, or like their LMS, you have to do some free training before you get to the final stage. I missed some of them, but now I'm ready for it because this 2026, you see, everything I'm telling you today, I'm also implementing it actively because we just launched one of our business, Remote Agric. I'm still going to also show us some of the things we are doing. We launched it. Remote Agric is just 1 year last month. And within that 1 year, we've gotten about 2 opportunities within the space of 1 year. Why? Because we did what we are doing for you today. What I'm sharing with you today, we did it for that business. And that business, in fact, overnight this morning, we got an invitation to come and pitch in Ghana just because we are applying what I'm teaching you today. So sometimes you might need to pivot. If you discover that what you are doing is not going to attract a lot of this funding, you might need to pivot, because that was what we did. So we've been in the business development space for 15 years, and we now decided to add new thing to it, which is the agri sector, and that was it for us. So don't miss deadlines. Incomplete documentation. Some people will answer half of the questions and leave the rest. You are not going to win that way. No business structure or corporate governance. Over-promising results without capacity. You know, some people, they will say a lot of things that they can do, but they don't have capacity for it. Weak sustainability and impact plans. Not addressing the evaluation criteria. Some of them will give you evaluation criteria, and if you are not addressing it, you will not get it. Now let's move on. How to position your business for investors and donors. Okay. So we are getting to straightforward things to do now. Build a strong business identity. So some of you, if you follow me very well, you will have been familiar with this logo, the Remote Agric. So immediately we conceived the idea. In less than 1 month of conceiving the idea, we did CAC registration for it, including SCUMO. We opened a corporate account for it. We wrote the business plan for it. We launched a product, which is Own a Yam Farm Remotely. We launched that in October. In December, we launched Own a Pig Farm Remotely. Then we have well-designed branded material. Some of you have seen me wear Remote Agric clothes before. Some of you have seen me wear the car before. You see, this strong brand identity is very important as you build your business. They will check you out, trust me. They will Google you. You say you are doing Remote Agric. They will just type it on Google. Remote Agric. Let's see them. What are they doing? Are you visible on that platform? Is your business visible on that platform? Some of you, you've done something already. Are you reporting it on those platforms? Are you reporting it? Some of you, you are in the maybe NGO space. You are doing some wonderful things. But are you deliberately reporting it? And sometimes you might need to pay maybe Punch or Guardian newspaper to publish your work, to say, I've done this, I've trained so number of people. So for example, for us now, we are going to publish some of our work in Punch and some of these media space, because they will ask you for evidence of past projects. That published work, you can put it there. Once you publish your work, you buy the newspaper, you snap it, you document it. If it's online publishing, you pick the link from their website, maybe punch.ng. You pick the link and keep it. When they ask you evidence of your past project, you drop the link there, because that's the way they can be satisfied that you've actually done something. So some of us, we've done a lot of plenty of impact work. We are not doing anything about it. We are not publishing it. Even to publish it on your maybe social media platform, anything you are doing, have something to report online. So for example, if you have an impact project, you don't have an NGO, it's just an impact project, you can open a Facebook page for that impact project and report what you have done so far. You have pictures, you have video evidence, you just report like that, and that will be it. There is going to be a day that they will ask you, what have you done? You'll be able to pull it out and say, go and check me out. So we have funders want to see systems, processes, clear rules, documented records, evidence of past projects. They want to see functional website. This is another thing we did in Remote Agri. That same month that we launched, we opened a website for it. Functional website. Active social media. We open we open LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We open it for Remote Agri. So most of the time when you are applying for these things, they will ask you for those social media handles. And when they get there, they must see something that is engaging. So you must post your work there. If you are into food business, post your products, your branded products, post it on those social media platforms. You can use Google Business Listing, Google My Business. It might be what you will use if you don't have a website. You must be consistent in your content, branding, testimonials, case study. If you follow me very well and you follow this Remote Agri project, you will see that currently we are releasing some video testimonials. It's deliberate. We are releasing video testimonials, people that are partner with us and they've seen the impact of their own yam farm remotely project, and they are, so if they ask us now evidence of people that have partner with us, we have something to show. It's not enough to just say I'm doing it. Have documents to back it up. Now we have a track record, awards and certifications. This will help you to build credibility. Partnerships, community involvement, media features. This media features is the one that I talk about, Punch, Guardians, and the likes. It could even be your community newspaper that you are going to publish your project on. Just document it. It doesn't necessarily mean something that will take a lot of money. All right. Now, financial transparency. We'll talk about bookkeeping. So they can ask you to submit your audited financial statements. I remember one of the application we did, they requested for it, and we submitted audited financial statement. In fact, when they are coming for due diligence, one of the things they will ask you, It's not just financial statement, but audited financial statement. And these things are not that expensive if you have a good link. Cash flow records, bank statement, audited, ready documents. So if you are on this call and you are still mixing your business money with your personal money, the people that want to give you grants will not give you, they will not pay the grant money into your personal account. Two, they might ask you to submit your business account. I remember when when my organization won the Facebook grant, they gave us cash and they gave us free Facebook ads. The total of what they gave us was up to in Naira now, up to ₦1 million then. The application was very simple, straightforward. Send us your bank statement for, I think, for 6 months. Then fill what you do. The thing was very simple. In less than 20 minutes, you are done with the application. And they just pick us and send us the money and send us the Facebook free ad. And we used it. So these people, they want you to separate your finances. And of course, you know that Nigeria by 2026, we are entering into a new tax regime. And your business needs to prepare for that as well. Maybe might have another session that will talk about that, maybe sometimes before the new year for the ICSS alumni. You see the reason why you should register and join the alumni platform now, okay? So that we can prepare ourselves. We'll bring experts that will take us through, accountants, HR experts that will help us put some form of structure that MSME and SME need to have. If you employ one person in your business, you must pay tax on that employee. So how do you go about it? Those are the information that you will be learning about it. And of course, if you register as a business name, you and your business, you are considered as one. You understand now, you are considered as one. So there is a way you manage your tax as well. So all these things, if you are following on social media very well, you know that the conversation around tax for 2026 is rising every day. The conversation, people want to learn what's the implication for individuals, what's the implication for MSME. If you work with government, you are already paying tax because government will remove your tax from source. But if you are an MSME or SME, so most of the time, if you don't have this information, you might not even know where to get your TIN number, your personal TIN, for example. So all those things are just by the way. As we begin to round up, investors want to know who you help. Tell a powerful impact story. So when we say impact story, this simply means that you want to, people are captivated by your story. Story is, people can easily relate to your story. So who you help, how many people do you reach, jobs created, social and environment impact. So you need to tell stories. So there are some, you can do documentary about your business and show your impact story. People in the recycling space, for example, when they do their storytelling, there is a particular lady on Facebook. Some of you might know Adejoke Lasisi. She did an impact story, very wonderful brand story of how she turned water sachets into materials for recycling. So you can do that for your business as well. So fund readiness checklist. So we have the business registration, the CSE document, tax identification number, working business model, bank statement, business plan, pitch deck, company profile, financial projections, websites and social media presence, impact evidence, team structure. All these we did for remote agric. Are we getting it now? So you should have all these for your business. For ICSS alumni, you already have your facilitator. They already helped you to work on your business plan. Some of you that did scale growth plan, and you are taught how to pitch and develop your pitch deck. Those things are very important if you want to win grants. So action plan for 2026, what are you going to do now? With all the things you have been hearing, what are you going to do? So we have, we want you to organize your documents in what we call data room. This data room, that's one of the things we built for Remote Agric. It will have all the information, your CAC document, your pitch deck, your business plan. You can use a Google Drive to store this information. In your data room, you can have 20 grants opportunity you want to apply for in 2026. And the time that the application will be up. So the new application will be up by 1st of January every year. That's how they used to do. Though the 10 years they promise has elapsed. So they too, they are pitching to other donors that can partner with them to do more. And they are really getting more donors now. So I believe they will still do in 2026. So the first quarter in 2026, organize your document. Okay. Then once you are getting towards April, you should be applying back to back for some of these applications. Be applying to them back to back. Then by July, September, you should be receiving money to implement, ready to implement. So if you now apply and you got, say, ₦1 million, go and implement. Don't say it's small money, because that's another thing. Some people, their mouth is already big. So anything less than 50,000 USD, they are not going to look in that direction. See, even if it is 500,000 you can get, there is this thing about I got a grant. No matter how little it is, go and implement. It gives you that experience, and you need that experience to get a bigger opportunity as well. So by the time you are getting to December 2026, you want to apply for top tier grants, because you now have evidence that you can showcase for that you did in 2026. So we will be ready to work with you as an organization. If you want to win these grants, be ready to work with you. Our consultants, our staffs, our independent consultants, a lot of people that work with us, they are ready to have one-on-one section with you to know your niche first, then help you to create grants you can apply for in 2026. And from there, if any of those documents you don't have them, they are also ready to help you to prepare them. You don't need to, if you have money to pay, then let your money do the work for you. All right. Grant funding is accessible when approached with strategy, clarity, and preparation. Entrepreneurs who successfully secure grants do 3 things exceptionally well. They identify the right programs, they submit compelling and well-written proposals, they position their businesses as credible, impactful, and fundable. I believe I have given you the tools to win in 2026. Now, implement them with consistency and with boldness. You will receive the rejection letter. You can apply for 10, and receive 9 rejection letters. But you see that one that we win, it can be a game changer for you. So this is the book I'm talking about by my fundraising mentor, Many Blessing, The Winning Streak. Some of the things I'm discussing here is in this book. You can get the book. The book is 10,000 naira. You can get it from Jumia. And before the end of this call, I'll copy this and drop it in the meeting chat. You can get it from there, or you can just reach out to me. Then we'll waybill it to you through public transport or dispatch rider, as the case may be. So if you can do a screenshot of this particular slide, do. These are websites that put this grant information out there regularly. So check them every week, follow them on social media, and join their mailing list. Sometimes every week, they will list those grants and send to your email. So we have the funds for NGO, we have opportunity desk, we have gas grant station, we have Visit for Africa, we also have opportunity for Africans, we have MSME Africa Online. These are places where you can get grants information. So time for question and answer. I believe you've learned one or two things today. Like I said, it's not everything, it's not so for example, my fundraising mentor, he has a paid grant program that he trains people for 1 month. I've been in that program before. In fact, twice. I paid though to join, and I was being tutored how to write grants for a month. So almost every week we have sessions. So imagine that level of intense training around grant writing. So do we have questions? You can unmute yourself. You can raise up your hand, unmute yourself. You can type your question in the meeting chat, depending on which one you want to do.
Thank you, sir.
Coach
Thank
Bukola,
you.
you're
Thank you, Mr. Dai. You're amazing. You're amazing. Thank you so much. This is a beautiful time out again. And of course, a challenge, because I think one of the things I've not understood, I get tired easily.
Okay.
I could not pull through with being able to, because I'm not very interested in filling forms. I don't like it. I find it very, very difficult. So seeing that your organization, I think I spoke with Mr. Peter one time ago like that. I don't know. So seeing that your organization can actually help us, and seeing that you've actually tutored us also in a way, I know that even though you bill us, it cannot be like strangers, because at least, and then we know that our money is not thrown away. We're a bit, especially when we have the evidence. I have a school, I have the things that are proof of work, not that all those people that will just compile, like Coach Menel will say, people in the north, those ones, they are just armed robbers, they are just collecting money. And the east, those ones, they will just put some papers together. But we have the real evidence of work, that we are the real people that really merit this benefit. Ella, let me go inside. So we are the ones. There's no because we are the real people that really merit it. But then, because some of us, in fact, we don't know some of these processes, and thank God we are learning. This thing that you are giving to us is an expensive package, and I appeal to anyone that is on this platform. Don't take it, don't look at it with levity. If you know how much we paid to learn this thing, if I had met you, I'm not sure I would have gone to pay the money I went to pay. One of the things, like I said in my video with your up, was that the fundamentals of business was one of the things I missed. You understand? And even though I haven't understood grant writing, I could not put things into, because I could not compile my due diligence. I do not even know the terminologies, all of those story that they put together. Then when I came, I understood those stories. Now, my confidence since last December till now, all through this year, I've put myself into platforms like yours, and I can tell you that yours is the one that I did not pay. I did not pay because whatsoever we paid is like just nothing. There is nothing that we could call that money. I did not pay, and I got the value aside from Coach Menezono because I did not understand the rudiments. I understood the end without the rudiments, so I was choked. I was really really choked. And when I came, I loved. And now that you have now taken us again, I understood more. I love the step by step, clear to understand process of your presentation. I will say a big thank you to you, sir. I appreciate, and I will put into practice some of the things I've learned here. And of course, I will see how I will go from there. And of course, always reach out when I'm stuck. And I'm also willing to pay for more clearing. You know, when I'm done filling all my own things, I submit it, you proofread, and then I see how we go from there. Thank you, sir. Bye.
All right, thank you for your generous comments. We really appreciate that. Let's have more comments, questions. Mr. Oni says that thank you, sir. Well done. This is very rich and practical, coming from years of experience. Thank you very much, Mr. Oni. Let's have questions. Let's have comments. It might not be questions, it might be comments. Let's know what you would like to do in 2026. All right, let's know what you would like to do. With all this information, what will you be doing differently in 2026? Like I said, do you even know the honest thing? You can get to your faith-based organization tomorrow and they will tell you they want to give out grants, that go and write proposal or go and submit your business plan. You can get to anywhere. You see this thing, the way it works. Once you start paying attention to it like this, the opportunity will start coming your way. People will just start, you will just start seeing information, and one way or the other, once you position very well, they can, you can begin to get even, I believe God that some of us on this call, before 2025 we end, some of you can win some grants already. So you can never tell. You can open your mail tomorrow and they will ask you to apply for this, and in less than 1 month, money will hit the bank account. That's the way it works. So I believe so much that this will be the beginning of winning grants. Coach Bukola says, I will begin from now and tidy up my slides while creating new ones for my business. I will discipline myself to apply new grants. That discipline is very important. Put your mind to it. Work with professionals, and then anything, once you see that the thing is, you know, as SME, we are thinking of so many things. We are thinking about selling our business. We are thinking about selling our products. So you might not even have all the time to want to write. There is this testimony we used to share. Is a testimony that is very close to us. This lady, an accountant, but she worked as an accountant for a while, and she pivoted into headgear making of autogele, all the Sarah caps and the likes. And she came that, can she win grants? We asked her to, so we helped her to prepare business plan and pitch deck. She paid for it. I think she even paid the money like 2 times. So it wasn't like she had money as well. But do you know that in less than 1.5 years, she won 3 grants? The total of the grants she won was close to 15,000 US dollar. She won Tony Elumelu, she won Future Africa, she won 54 collectives, a lot of those opportunities like that. But she was applying back to back because there is a unique idea we gave her that make a business to be unique. The unique idea is around recycling. of materials, and that was it. Because it was put together properly, there is nowhere she went to pitch they will consider her, and that was it. So with these documents, your business can take a new shape as it is. Adebayo says, thank you so much, sir, for this richly loaded class. It was well explained, and I can't wait to start implementing. That is a very good one. We want everybody to implement. That's the key of this. So before I will invite our manager to also remind us about the upcoming program as well, I want to appreciate everyone for waiting to this time to listen to this presentation today. We want you to reach out to us. If you are watching this on YouTube or you are watching the replay, you can always reach out to us through the phone number display. You can send us a mail. You can visit our website as well and reach out to us. We're always ready to work with you. We've been doing this for 15 years, so it's not something new. We have success stories, we have a lot of testimonies, and beyond that, we have pivoted into something that our target for remote agri is to raise 500,000 USD in less than 2 years of launch, and we're already building up. The building up is massive currently about it. So we are also implementing. So it's not just that I have an idea. We are also implementing from our own end as well. So we want you to also implement. Let's work with you to implement. So I want to invite Mr. Peter once again to remind us about our upcoming program. Why I will stop sharing now, and I will drop the link to that book on Jumia for us, for people that we like to get it. Maybe, and if you want to get it directly from our office, just a call. We are good to go. So, Mr. Peter, you have the floor before we close tonight.
Thank you very much, sir. This indeed has been impactful. From the comments, we can already tell how much of knowledge has been gotten. I must congratulate every one of us who is on this call, and I sincerely look forward to hearing our own testimonies too, so that we'll say, oh, so person was on a call that we had on the 14th of November, and today, within the space of a few months, this is his or her results. I really look forward to that. Thank you very much, sir, for that discussion. Now, as to the conference, for the sake of those who might just be joining us, it's an entrepreneurship conference that's happening in Magboro. It's the first of its kind that we are doing, and I can assure you that a whole lot of value has been put together. You can imagine if you come for a free training and you have gotten this value. You can imagine what such a platform will be like, right? And for some persons who has been through our training, of course, you can already get feedback. So please, even if for some reasons, as an alumni of ICSS, you won't be around on that day, I strongly encourage you to make the payment of 2,000 naira. Is one of those money we used to buy recharge card, right? Now, not because of the money per se, but so that you can be onboarded on the platform that is to be created, and you can continue to get some of access to valuable informations like this, and we can grow together, because we are going to be intentional in 2026. So I encourage you to pay your 2,000 naira, register, refer a friend, somebody who you know that would really benefit from this. It's a free program for other persons that would come. You're only paying that because we want you to be a part of this family, and I know we all want to do that. So please, let's begin to register now. I've just posted the link on the group. For the sake of those who are just joining, you said, okay, sir, you said 2K, right? Yes, 2,000 naira for those who are part of ICSS. For others who have not gone through the training with us, the program is free. Now, the program also has another element, which is the exhibition. What does that do? It helps you to display your product or service, right, to the audience. We're looking at an audience of about 200 people. So with that number, imagine more 200 people are now seeing what you are doing. Even if they don't buy that day, you have registered something in their mind that, okay, I can get so thing within this locality. So it's an opportunity to key into that. It's just 10,000 naira if you want to be a part of that. It's not compulsory, but we strongly encourage you. So that's that about that. Also, for people who would want to have their banners, their logos being used as part of our backdrop for our banners being talked about during the program and all that, there are different levels. You can sponsor us, we're open to sponsorship, but then the flat rate for that to just have your logo there is just 1,000 naira. All of these things is done not because of the money, but just to ensure that every one of us get a platform to grow. Remember, the theme for the program again is scaling your business for sustainable growth. Scaling your business for sustainable growth. We are gone past the era of let's just get money to it and all that. No, we are building a business that we can hand over to our unborn children. So please do well to key into this. Register now. The link is on the chat box. If you need further information, feel free to drop a message for myself or any other person who referred you for this free webinar tonight, and we'll be glad to have you on board. Thank you very much.
All right, so before we close tonight, we'd like to take a good picture of the events so that we can also document this as well. So we usually open our video at this time, and we take the good picture. So let's, if you can open your video, go ahead and do as we take this section. Okay. All right, so as many of us that can open our camera, let's do as we take this section, as we take our good picture. Some people want to rub powder before opening their video. Okay. So as many of us that can open, let's do. Okay. All right, thank you.
It's not so bright here. Hope you can see my face.
Yes, I can see your face. Okay, Adebayo, I can see your face. Yes, I can see your face as well. So this is the last task to do, then we end the call. Okay. You know, we talk about documentation. So this is one of the evidence that this event happened. So, because you'll be wondering why the documentation. Documentation is very important in anything you do. You must have evidence that it happened. Apart from the fact that we recorded this section, we also are taking this stuff. Okay, so thank you everyone. Picture taking. We appreciate everyone for staying to this stage. Feel free to reach out to us if you have any question based on what we have presented. Reach out to us. We'll be glad to work with you. You can recommend us if you want us to do trainings like this in your maybe faith-based organization or business organization, any platform you want us to do this kind of presentation and impactful business training. We are always ready to work with you on this line. Thank you very much and have a great time. Success in 2026 business grants. Thank you.